Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. And yes, good morning. We release this in the morning, innit? Mm-hmm. Okay. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to the Banter and Belief show. This is your host, Brandon, and
Van.
Yes, and this is me now practicing my OAP voice for one of my future ever-growing side hustles and career. Your face looks annoyed.
Mm-hmm.
Why?
I've had enough.
Of what?
Do you want me to start listing all your endeavours? 24 hours in a day, 7 days a week. You have not managed to sort out the basics. Want to do voiceover? Go and do it.
You know, it does be like a gig from, for time to time. Now you just see voice actor Brandon makes his debut as...
You see, my thing is, your resume, it just gets, it keeps getting longer, but I need execution. Was that... Anyway, I need execution. I want to see results. I need deliverables. Uncle? Do you know what I mean? Like, it's all right to have all these things, and I'm proud of you, as I previously said in that episode we had last time. However, we need follow through. So until you sort out what's on ground, labs, I don't want to hear anything else.
Okay, wait. If we're talking about labs,
mm-hmm.
Okay, you have valid excuse, so I can't even be like, oh, where have you been? But don't say it like that.
Yeah, because, with the pod and other things, we got a lot going on, and I'm a mother of two. So, yeah.
Follow through. Well, if we're going to talk about how weeks are going, I'm doing proper AWS project now, following through. Yeah, hopefully that brings us to the career progression of me now being up to date with technologies and, my data engineering.
Love that for you.
It also means that I'm actually working, so I can't be just napping during work anymore.
So you nap during work hours?
I used to nap during my lunch break, but now I'm like, I have things to do by the end of the day, So I'm like, this is what it's like to actually have a job.
I work during working hours.
I said I nap during my break.
And you sure, like, the moment your break is over, you get up immediately?
Yeah, you can take up to 2-hour break. But then you have to finish at like 6 o'clock.
Do you finish at like 6 o'clock?
Maybe after 5.
There we go. Anyway.
But there are some days that, why are you trying to nitpick? How's your week been?
My week has been okay, getting ready for my...
Since when did you have
I've had this bracelet.
What do they call it?
Carry on.
Yeah,
Carry on. We don't need to nitpick, Uncle.
This is not nitpicking. I don't want to say the way.
No, ignore it. So,
wait, what? After all the episode I've done, has been saying, what do you say? Don't spend. Why are you buying?
I never said don't spend. I said don't live above your means. This is not above my means.
Clock it. Didn't say none of you are above my means. Oh God.
So
one day me too.
Please. So
but I didn't actually know your word. Hey.
This is actually not a cartoon.
I want big bass, multi hammer. Okay. You got your stunning shades on, Prada on your back, Louis on your feet, Gucci on your wrist. You're a big girl. They will not hate on you because you're a big girl. Wow, Van. Even the outfit is giving.
Oh, my outfit. So
I want boss chick.
Can I just plug this? So
every day they plug.
Because I'm a girl's girl.
Okay,
I love to see
plug.
girls win. I actually, for some reason, I think I only support brands owned by women. For some reason, yeah. Anyway,
I'm not plugging.
So this outfit right here, this two-piece, this batik two-piece is from Fashion & Co. Eco. And as you can see, it's comfortable. Guys, I love a two-piece. You actually know I love a two-piece. I love a two-piece, and this is very comfortable. I could actually put this on over my head. I didn't have to take the buttons out. And it's true to size as well. And I think this is a 14-16, and we do it up to size 26, I think. They do up to size 26. And then I ordered this from Nige, and it came to my front door. Yeah, so initially I ordered it. We have a distributor, we.
Sorry,
Ananse.com, and you can go on there and literally find any Fashion & Co. Eco piece, and you can select it. So I bought this, and it was here within a week, 5 days,
Nice.
5 working days actually, straight to my front door. And it came literally all folded up, neatly packed, no damage.
So that's what you're doing this week, buying clothes and
And getting ready for my trip.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because, I'm going to see the motherland.
Sure.
Yeah, and I'm going to be rocking all these pieces.
Not envious or anything,
Oh, I mean, I think you should be, because I'm about to have a good time. Yeah, I might do like a BTS on my travels when I go to a shrine and I go to Zaza. All you people that want to drag me already say, how can a child of God be in Zaza? That's your business,
You should go to, as there was one place Maria posted, there was a mermaid inside the club.
Isn't that Zaza?
Is that Zaza?
I think so.
Go and see Mama Water.
And a few other places. But I want to go to Shrine and Zaza mainly, and then maybe, Chichi and I will go to have a massage, go to Dang, to the Dang spa to have a massage, and go to a few places. I've done some shopping already. It's been delivered to Sis's house. If you see what delivered to Sis's house.
I mean, if it's anything to go by your last shopping haul, we know what to expect.
That was 2025. Can we leave the part?
I'm not saying it as a bad thing. I'm saying like we know you love a shopping haul. You gather it over time and then at once. And
then I grab. Yes, exactly.
If not sporty, I would have asked I have like 3 or 4 material. Maybe they help me sew my clothes. Maybe you help me carry on.
It depends on when you do it.
See, that's the difference in our price range. Maybe they help me sew my...
No, but this was made. It's just that I bought it made, but it was made.
This was made they help me sew my clothes. I mean, I tell you how they carry my clothes go.
Oh my God, please. But how's your week? Did you already say how your week was?
Yeah, AWS training. I'm upscaling. I'm getting there. Yeah,
I'm taking care of children's.
Yeah.
Well done. God is keeping us there.
The Lord will continue to keep you.
Amen.
Continue to uphold you.
Amen.
It's good practice for your future.
Amen.
Twins.
Amen, please.
Eh? Okay.
No, seriously, once I have those twins, snip.
Oh, so you want to do twins and done?
If I get twins, I think I'm done. I don't think I will want to do it again.
Now so God go cash you.
And give me triplets?
No, you born one. Then the second one, you think I want. Twins will just settle like this.
Fine.
3 don't
God
born.
is capable.
3
God has got this. God can handle it.
So,
but if I have twins first, I'm done. And I think we should actually talk about this at some point, about, the snippy snip.
Oh, fair enough. All right. Well, before we talk about like snipping, I wanted to talk about the whole BAFTA situation. Why do you keep making all these faces?
Oh God, BAFTAs. Go ahead.
All right. So I'm sure you saw what happened at the BAFTAs.
The world saw it.
Okay.
And we heard it.
All right.
We saw it. We heard it. We felt it.
Felt. Okay, so that's interesting. The we part of it, right? And all the African Americans, the Black Europeans, because according to Africa's Americans, we are not their version of
We're not black.
Yeah, so
we're African.
According to the form we fill in, it says, are you Black British, Black European, any other Black, all that type of Black.
Mixed Black and Black.
Mixed Black, yeah. So there was a collective we upsetness at the situation. Well, no, at John, was that his name? At the man with Tourette.
Yeah.
There was this big we anger at first towards that, which I still think is still there because people didn't go and follow up and read and investigate, and that's another thing I want to talk about that's annoying me in the internet. But the first question, like that for me, that came up was like, because we were like, oh, he needs to apologize, even though it is stated that he did apologize. But does he owe everybody an apology? Or is it only those 2 men and the people in the room he owes an apology? Because this is something that became an interesting like debate in the comment sections. They were like, he didn't come out and I thought, I posted this, and I was like, does he actually owe us? And everybody, someone said if it happened in the public, then he owes everybody an apology. And that got me thinking of like other situations that's happened in the past where it's like, why do we feel entitled to that apology?
Okay, I've got a few thoughts about it. I think the first thing we have to consider is the fact that we are dealing with somebody who has Tourette's.
Yeah.
So everyone has their tics. Some tics are profanity. Some tics are just regular phrases. So does he owe an apology? Because it's considered a disability, I would say he owes an apology. No, I think it would be great if he apologized because
Yes.
I'm pretty
Oh,
sure
okay.
that wasn't his intent.
Yeah, so you actually even answering a different question because I'm saying he should apologize. But I'm not saying he should apologize because of, like, how do I put it? I understand where you're going, but my question was like, there's an apology to be said,
Yeah.
but it's an apology for it because if you don't see someone and you step on their feet, it's not your intention to step on their feet, but you still say,
apologize. That's
"Oh, my sincere apologies." So
it's courtesy.
Yeah, courtesy. Yeah.
Let me see the people who who owe the apology. They owe it to 2 people, 3 if we want to go further, and those are the people who broadcasted it.
Oh, that's a whole
right because
different topic.
Because the person that N-word blurt was a tick. Obviously, we can't necessarily like say 100% that it was, but let's just assume that it was a tick.
Oh no, it was a tick.
Yeah, right.
And I will share more later as to.
Yeah, like because that's what I'm saying. Because I have been around people with Tourette, so I understand how the ticks work, right? But what I'm saying is that I think that the apology is a courtesy apology, but he didn't say it to somebody. Now, I think it's a coincidence that tick happened as a black person was on stage.
Yeah, but
it didn't happen.
It's most likely to happen.
Because there's a trigger.
Because there's a black person on stage.
Yeah.
But to add some context, he called the host a pedophile. Mm-hmm. They took it out. Mm-hmm. He called some Asian people slurs.
And they
took it out.
Right.
So the BBC and BAFTAs, we'll get to them in a second, because to me they are the real enemy here, right? But is that courtesy apology? Because I even said, like, what if he did say sorry immediately? Because they said he left after that.
I'm not surprised.
He left after that because he was so embarrassed. He left. And he did reach out to Warner's Brothers and the Sinners team to apologize. But BBC's and these guys, they never came out to let us know. But the first thing is I wanted to just ask the courtesy apology. Yeah. And I'm sure some people will be like, it shouldn't be a courtesy apology, it should be no. He doesn't have to apologize for his disability. But even someone that's blind, forgive me for this example, could bump into someone and say, sorry about that, and they move on. And I think he tried to do something like that, but people were like, he must apologize for. And I'm just like, okay, even if he was going to apologize for that, why do you feel entitled to the apology? And I see that that's something that happens a lot of time when a celebrity or something happens in the media space. So the audience feels that that apology should be public for all of us. Apologize to the whole black race.
So when you say it like that, this is my thing. I think a lot of people, when it comes to things like this, it's very important to get context. Because if somebody, say for example, that guy didn't have Tourette's and he said what he said on a national stage.
Oh yeah, that's.
He owes everybody, including the viewers, an apology.
Yeah.
If he also, because I'll say it like this. A black man is on stage. Someone blessed the N-word. People around in the audience and who are watching, I mean, the audience like on TV, I can feel uncomfortable with that. I am entitled to feel uncomfortable with that because that slur is something that affects me. Yeah. But it wasn't done to me.
Yeah, so that's the thing. I think
so. He doesn't owe me an apology. The people who we're going to get into that. The people who owe me the apology are the BBC.
Yeah,
because they knew what that slur would do to the black people around the world, and they chose it. And it would be completely different if they had, say, for example, just aired everything. This wasn't an oversight.
Oh no, it wasn't. It was very intentional.
This was like, you can't piss in my face and call it rain. This was a slap in the face. It was pissing in our face, right? And the fact that, I think, was it last year or this year with the whole Free Palestine thing where they edited that out. So
even this year they did.
Yeah, so you know what you want to censor. You chose. It was a choice. Now, the BBC owe the entire world an explanation first how that got passed, because this is, I think it's 2 hours pre-recorded. So
and for America, it was like 6 hours. And they left it on BBC iPlayer for like another length of time before they went back to...
It was intentional. So the BBC, before the apology, they owe us an explanation as to how that bypassed their entire quality control.
In fact, we need to go and watch and see the, what do you call it?
The credits.
The credits. I want to see who were the editors.
Because, but think about it, because when you have editors, with something like the BAFTAs, you have a control room as well. So you have people saying, minute this, take that out, cut that. Because within that whole 2-3 hour award show, you have a lot of things that was censored out, that was cut out. But for some reason, something that would definitely offend people was left in. And also, if you call someone a pedophile, it's not offensive to anybody. If anything, it's calling somebody out. But you still thought that was
inappropriate, because it was a tick,
But God forbid something affects black people, and this is what I'm saying about the fact that I can to some extent understand why people say that they deserve an apology. I think the problem is who they're demanding the apology from. They're demanding the apology from the wrong person, because this person has a disability. And if people, I think it's a chance for people to get educated about Tourette. There's a presenter called Chude Jijongo. I don't know if you know him. He's Nigerian. And he's excellent presenter. He's been in the media for well over 20 years. And he has Tourette's. But he's been able to get his tics under control. Though he does tick and blink a lot, he has like physical tics. And people will say, why is his eye like that? Why does he blink a lot? Why does he twitch his eye a lot? And I remember under someone's comments on Twitter, I said, he was diagnosed with Tourette's years ago. Before, up until he was able to get it under control, he used to use the F word a lot. And this was when he was much younger as well. So imagine a child just
doing the F word.
It was the F word. So it helped me do research, because I knew about Tourette for a long time, but I didn't, for some reason, guys, please forgive me, I didn't think it affected black people.
Oh.
Yeah.
I
didn't
saw,
think that it
because
did.
of this whole thing, I saw a like 2-3 black women with Tourette's talking about the whole situation.
After that, I've seen more. There's this girl, in fact, her tics has whistles.
Oh.
Like, she whistles a lot. Like, she whistles like in between words and sentences. And so I did a lot more research on it, and how it's triggered and things like that. And I think that as opposed to people trying to always find a scapegoat, because everyone always wants to find a scapegoat, find someone to blame. How about you use this as an opportunity to research and understand why?
Okay,
and more importantly, direct your anger towards the right people, which is the BBC. You guys,
before we even talk about that BBC thing, that research thing, and me and the guys in Quadrant were talking about this. People don't go look deeper into things.
We're too lazy.
It's so like aggravating, and it makes you realize that we are all living on different timelines on the internet. Mm-hmm. What you think was news a year ago for people, they are just finding out, and to them, and you'll be thinking, wait, I thought we kind of all agreed that this particular A, B, C, or D no longer applies. But you see people coming out and be like, oh my God, like, when did this happen? And I think you're like, where have you been? Mm-hmm. So that's one thing. But the thing that was so aggravating is people coming on, like, you were hearing people say things like, well, why don't they have positive tick? Why don't they? That's part of the
because
of the disabilities it's things you don't want to say. Yes. Your brain is fighting you.
Think about it. Think about every intrusive thought.
To say it.
Think about every intrusive thought you have. Like when your parents are talking to you, let's be honest, think about all the things you want to say to them.
To say to them, yeah.
Now think about not being able to control those things and getting backhand left and right. Think about it. Think about what you want to say to your partner, what you want to say to your kids. Like, sometimes your kids are being a-holes and you want to be like, bro, but you can't say that to your child. Now, think about not being able to control that.
Even the pedophile joke he made, wasn't that the guy is a pedophile? Yeah. He had made because the guy was the host, and that even that person was problematic. The guy was the host. He made a joke. I don't even know who he is. He made a joke, right? And the joke referenced like a children's show. So in his head, he was like, oh, pedophile. Mm-hmm. And then he said it, right? But Yeah, so I just think enough people
Alan
don't.
Cumming, yeah.
Enough people don't do reading, because even that host, when he wanted to apologize, he apologized to the audience. Like, he apologized to the audience. No, what about the two people that just got screamed the N-word?
Let's not even talk about the audience, because wasn't the audience predominantly white?
Yeah, because they had already said before the show, like, oh, just, so we have someone in the audience that's blah, blah, that has Tourette, so you'll be hearing some things.
You guys, the BBC also owes that man an apology because you put him on blast.
So, and this is where we get to the BBC, right? In his he did an interview with Variety to explain and stuff. So he said he's worked with the BBC 4 times. So he thought, okay, they will have they assured him
My best interest.
So he said, okay, fine. So he said even when he wanted to be seated, they spoke about it. Then he later saw that there was a mic close to where he was seated. And he said he even thought, like, wait, hold on. Should this be here? He said he's not been to the movies. I don't know if this was him. I think this was him. That he's not been to the movies since he was 10. Because he got so embarrassed with his, like, Tourette's and blurry. So even him being in that audience, but they had made a movie about him because of all the work he has been doing, raising awareness about Tourette. So him being in that audience was already going to be a trigger, was already going to make him tick more. Yeah. So he was like, okay, I should be seated, like, far away. But then you see a mic there. They told him, okay, everything will be blurred out. You had time to blur out a speech, as in a guy won an award, came on stage, gave his speech, and I said, immigrants, free Palestine. They cut out that part of the speech. And it's not like there was a pause. You were saying his speech. So you had time to cut that out. But when the N-word is said and there's a pause,
you conveniently leave
you
it out.
you didn't think, you thought it was just an awkward, dramatic pause. You thought it was just fine to be like, oh yeah, we can leave this. And that's why I suspect that, what if he did say, because in my video I said, what if he did say sorry immediately after and they blurred it out? They
knew what they were doing. The BAFTAs, the BBC, you guys had a duty of care for that guy and you failed him.
They failed.
You failed him. With, like, you guys,
we can't even be like they have a duty of care for black people, because Meghan Markle. If we want a recent example, and this brings me to it's not even conspiracy. I'm standing strong on it. I'm now wearing a hat after Bad Bunny's performance, and it all ties together, guys. After Bad Bunny's performance, right, I went to go and restudy history. Because in Belgium, when we were like, oh, Christopher Columbus went to America, I thought they were talking about United States of America, forgetting that it's the whole America.
Bolivia, Paraguay.
So when, what's it called? So after he finished his performance, I was like, wait, Christopher Columbus couldn't have gone to United States of America because, in Hamilton, it was the British that were in. So I was like, wait, let me go and reread this history. And he went to what we now know as Mexico, like that region. Mexico, yes. Did you know that the Spanish ruled Mexico for 300 years?
Oh, you didn't know?
Like when you've been taught history, but you didn't, like, put all the puzzle pieces together. I had to go and look at the world map. I was like, wait, where's Hawaii? Hawaii should be friends with New Zealand, not America.
There we go. Because if you look at the culture as well.
If you look at the culture.
Exactly.
If you look at Australia, New Zealand, Hawaii.
In comparison to like,
so I'm like,
think about the proximity of Puerto Rico to the US and then Hawaii. Hawaii is actually
third. They're like
actually in like
Hawaii is like in the middle of the ocean.
Yeah.
So that's what it to do with. And I was like, because when I was checking the airlines, I said, where is Hawaii in this? Anyway, where I'm going is this, that everything from the 1400s to the 18-something, when they started giving people independence, this is the current setup of the world we are living in.
I mean, a lot of black sex. Go on, finish.
And the current setup of the world we are living in, I'm not saying setup because they intentionally designed the world to be like this.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. I mean, people...
The system we live in now did not naturally come. This is a man-made system, predominantly British, France, and Spain. And then Belgium. Only one country, they give you Belgium. You went and did the most heinous...
Uncle.
Hey, God. And I'm holding that passport too.
As you should, it's fine. I'm not judging you.
Reparation. Anyway.
I mean, to be honest.
The current world system we live in is not designed with black people in mind. It's not designed with disabled people in mind. And if we think that because of the recent speed of information and things evolving, that we are not still living in that system, we are all fooling ourselves. And the BBC is a product of that system. The BBC is a product of that. So the BBC is not here to protect you as a black person, you as a disabled person, you as a woman.
See how they report crimes done to black people.
Now, let's speak of crimes. Do we not find it fitting that this happened just after Prince Andrew was arrested?
During Black History Month as well. I mean, you guys you should be ashamed of yourself, I digress. Yeah, I think... it's very...
we stop talking about Prince Andrew.
Well, who's you? Because...
No, but I mean, like, the focus shifted.
Was the focus ever on him? Please.
Because why are you doing... I understand doing the raid in the middle of the night. But if this was anybody else, you would be glad to...
Publicly shamed.
So...
No, but the thing is, once again, I think... The reason, because I talk about this kind of thing with my younger brother quite a lot, and the reason I never get bogged down about stuff like this is because I never expect them to do things they didn't set out to do in the first place. Why was the BBC created in the first place? What's their agenda? What's their motive? And why would they do anything to counter the original plan? So,
especially if the world is moving away from the original setup,
right,
that the white men are saying that the white men had set up.
Yeah.
Because now we all want freedom away from this system. They are still going to do everything they can to hold on to it.
I mean, to be honest, one of the reasons why I appreciate indigenous African languages is because if you think about it, a lot of people till today will tell you, I'm Congolese, I speak French. I'm from Cote d'Ivoire, I speak French. I'm from, Nigeria, from Ghana, I speak English.
Yeah.
I'm from Angola, I speak Portuguese. I'm from Equatorial Guinea, I speak Spanish.
I'm from Mexico. And did you know the whole Hispanic and Latino thing? Yeah. It's not even based on really where they're from. It's based on who captured them.
Yeah. So a lot of black people till today, they know that they speak English or they speak Spanish, French, Portuguese. They don't know why. They don't know that the reason was because Leopold, this one took this bit. This one came. The British Empire, they came. They carried some of you guys.
I think colonies and other...
Under normal circumstances, my culture is closer to Sierra Leone and Cote d'Ivoire than it is to Ghana. Where you look at the food, the names... Even where we are... The regalia, the outfit.
I used to think we were neighbors with Ghana. When I was a kid.
There are two countries between us, Togo and Benin Republic.
But I genuinely used to think we were neighbors when I was a kid. I used to think
no, there's two whole countries. You have Benin Republic, or what you call Benin Republic, and then you have Togo.
Yeah.
In between, those two, and think about it, those two countries, they speak French, but they also speak Yoruba, right? So if you go to, in fact, there are parts of Benin Republic
that Cotonou
state.
Cotonou, I used to think Cotonou is in Nigeria.
Cotonou is the capital of Benin Republic.
No, I used to, the way people used to talk about Cotonou, I legit thought Cotonou was...
Because there are parts of Ogun State that share... Cotonou. So basically, and so ask yourself why you have... That's why, once again, I don't understand why Nigerians don't speak French. Because you have Nigeria, you have Benin Republic, and then you have Togo, and then you have Ghana. You have two French-speaking countries in the middle of two English-speaking countries.
And even if you go to Cameroon on the other side...
The other side. Basically, Nigeria is here, and we're surrounded by 4 French-speaking countries. 4.
Well, we really... 4 colonized French-speaking countries.
Nigeria is a colonized English speaking.
Yeah, no, because that's what I want to start
it
naming
is.
them. Because when I was studying like the Hispanic, I was like, so what's the difference between Hispanic and Latino? And the website is telling me, oh, it's based on where they are from, based on. I was like, no, but the where they are from that you are telling me now is the Spanish taking over them. So it's not really where they are. But obviously, because 300 years has passed, their culture, and again, shout out to Ryan Coogler, because now when I think of that Black Panther movie and Namor and the culture he added, I can see why. See, Ryan Coogler might not win awards as best director, but for culture, he would go down in history, because the work with Black Panther 2 and the work with Sinners, the depth of culture that goes into that work is
he's so intentional. Once
exactly,
again,
that's
I
the
want
word.
to shade somebody, because we're going to go back to this. Tyler Perry, see your mates. Carry on.
Dead.
So yeah,
so I think that people are, and people will say it's not that deep. Let's focus on the fact that he said the N-word. No,
this is the problem. You guys
it
need
is
to
way
stop being
deeper.
so reductive. Like,
It is-
look at the bigger picture.
It is way deeper than that.
Yeah.
These systems we live in now was not intended for Black people
At all.
You were not at the forefront of their mind. Was not intended for disabled people. They were not at the forefront. Was not intended for women. They were not at the forefront of their mind. It was intended for white egotistical men who traveled the world and thought they could claim anything they saw their eyes on, through weaponizing, from weaponizing religion to weaponizing. You see, Romans were conquering. They didn't come and say, no, once they also got Catholic in their hand, they started doing some madness, because popes were telling countries to go and colonize other countries, So like,
it's ridiculous.
The systems we live in, that is what we ought to be fighting. That is what we ought to be focused on. And I think people need to get with that program. I understand like being upset. So if you want to like touch on everything, yes, I think he did apologize to two of them. Because he happened to the public, I can see why, yes, he should probably apologize to the public, because yes, people would be triggered by that word, especially on a day like that, right? But still, like, you should know who the people who made that happen and what they stand for and what they gain out of it. Someone said, for example, in Nigeria, where something isn't working, someone is benefiting from it. I'm applying that to the UK. Where there is chaos in the UK, someone is protecting or covering something up.
It's very annoying. And even because before we go, when you talked about, they didn't have Black people in mind, the disabilities in mind, I think as Black people, I'm going to speak to Black people because you guys like to talk a lot. We need to read more. We need to research more, because a lot of you guys don't even know what a disability is. You guys think all disabilities are physical. And even at that, like, I remember when I was working in UK transport, we had this
even the
PS.
approach to talking about disability. Oh, that was so disgusting. The way people were talking about this, the lack of grace and empathy. Sorry to like cut you short.
No, it's okay.
That was that genuinely was so disgusting.
The truth is, any look, once again, I'm not surprised. Anytime we're talking about anything sensitive, it's embarrassing. It really is embarrassing. Now, what I was trying to talk about was the fact that when I was working in UK transport, there was this whole PSVAR thing that all vehicles needed to have, and it was to do with basically accessibility, and the fact that, for example, a bus, when you see your bus go out of service, for example, sometimes it's not because of a timetable issue. Sometimes it's because the bus has developed a fault, not a mechanical fault, but it doesn't pass PSVAR standards, meaning the ramp is not working, or the audio announcements are not working, or the visuals are not working. So when you get on public transport, a blind person, a deaf person, a disabled person, physically disabled person must be able to use that transportation without.
Is that part of the reason they started putting like the screens with the bus stops?
Yes,
Oh,
So
because
that- so if
Arriva didn't used to have all of
Yeah,
that.
because if someone's deaf, they should know where they're stopping.
Where
If
they're
someone's
stopping.
blind, they should be able to hear it.
Yeah.
Like I said, deaf.
I thought it was just fancy updates.
No, you have to pass PSVAR. My thing is that I remember that if you guys look at some people where they wear like this lanyard and it has like not poppies, but like sunflowers on it. It's to signify hidden disabilities.
Oh, okay.
So Tourette is considered a hidden disability because if I don't speak, you wouldn't know. Things like autism, it's not visible, especially people who are on an extreme side of the like high functioning side of the spectrum and things like that. Asperger's, I have a friend who's a doctor. She's a veterinary doctor and she has Asperger's. You wouldn't know because she got all these stars at sixth form. She's a doctor, but she has Asperger's, and that's a form of, I believe, autism. And it's the fact that our response to things like that is, please, you can walk, you can see, you can talk, you can feel. And that's what I'm saying. And that's why I don't like to, once again, I've left Twitter for you people. Please, bye.
I'm tempted to leave TikTok.
I'm this close. So,
but you are on live.
Yeah, no, I'm not joking. I've already told my people I go on live with that. You guys might not see me after a few weeks. I might just go off this app completely. But what I'm just trying to say is that when things like this come up, anything from people say free Palestine and they actually don't know what it means.
What it means or what's going on. Yeah.
Please, education is so important. When you guys see something that's going on online, it's not a chance to just set your ring light and give your take on it. It's your chance to educate yourself. Why was this said? And what's the nuance behind it? What's the history behind all these things?
That word, nuance. People don't know how, they don't know what it means. They don't apply it.
They don't even care. They're not bothered. So guys, let's do better because and I think what I'm going to say in closing before you say whatever it is you need to to say on this to maybe even wrap up is this. The BBC, they might not do it.
They will not do it. They've already done it. The host apologized to the audience.
The BBC did not apologize.
No, to them, the host apologized to the audience.
That's what I'm saying. So the BBC, because you guys love to put out statements, you guys and that your letterhead, you love
that yellow and black.
You love a statement, yeah. So you will come out and you will apologize to the people on stage. You will apologize to your audience, the people who are watching around the world, both those who saw it live and those who saw the rerun. I won't be surprised if they released
an article by now.
I haven't seen it. It would have gone just as viral if they did. And most importantly, that man, you failed him.
Oh, no, they failed him. This was a night to celebrate because the actor won. The actor that acted in the Tourette movie won best actor.
So that's my thing. So you owe him.
And now we're distracted by all this.
Because what I'm going to say this very, very quickly. The BBC has proved that they are not disabled people friendly because they will put you on blast if it's to fit their agenda. If someone else says that thing and goes and they will throw him under the bus or her under the bus, they will do it again.
Oh yeah. Oh no. This will come up again.
Disabled
Something
people
like that will come up again.
are not safe, when it comes to the BBC because they will put you under the bus. Because guess who everyone's asking an apology from? The man, as opposed to the institution who had a duty of care to protect him, to protect us, the viewers, to protect the people on stage to protect all of us, and they failed every single one of us. So no one should go attack that guy because he did nothing wrong. He has a disability, and we all need to be more friendly when it comes to dealing with people with disabilities. Thank you. That's all I'm saying about this.
Yeah, no, I just say we need to go back and study our history from.
Yeah.
Just to understand that the institution and the way the world is set up, like I said, is not set up with us in mind.
At all.
And I don't even think we can ask people for nuance. Because that's why I said everyone is on a different timeline on the internet. So, the internet is just a weird, it's not even the internet, human beings are just strange and weird. And then when I say I don't like human beings, people will be like, "Oh, what do you mean?" This is what I mean with I don't like human beings. Because why? To even begin with, why was all this needed?
It wasn't.
Because you wanted clicks, because you wanted people to talk about your award show and stuff like that. At the detriment of other people.
Just stick to charging us TV license and move, man. It's enough.
By the way, if you don't want to pay TV license, if you're not watching live TV, that's the only way you pay TV license. If you are watching live TV, that's the only way you pay TV license. I was paying TV license. They came to my house because I was paying TV license. Then I stopped paying TV license. Then they came to my house So if you're wondering if they ever do come, they actually do show up to your house.
Oh, they do, yeah.
And then the man was like, "Oh, so you don't?" I was like, "No, I mostly watch like Netflix and YouTube." He was like, "Yeah, that's not live TV, so you shouldn't be playing." Then he was like, "Oh, do you have BBC iPlayer?"
Yeah, that's
what they use and catch you out.
Yeah.
If you go watch live, so they came. I showed him my BBC iPlayer. It wasn't even logged in. They said, "Okay, yeah, he'll remove me from it." But I clocked why they thought I was watching live TV, because I think I watched part of Alcaraz versus Sinner's final in Wembley. I think that was the one I watched part of, and then that's how they clocked that, hey, this guy's owing us money. But anyway, all that aside and all that involved, please let's do better. That's the only plea.
Please,
but
we're too grown for this mess.
But yeah, like, it's just simple research. Well, anyway, thank you all for listening.
A very interesting episode. But once again, it's not every day. Let's talk about who pays on the first date. Ghana jollof versus Nigerian jollof. That's
snipping and that topic you just talked about. That's what we'll talk about next week. Cause boy, do I have a lot to say. How are we still discussing in this? And I said this before.
I think they call it plantain topics or something like that.
This one is not plantain topics.
That's what who pays on the first day. Should people split 50-50? All those rubbish.
If you are a woman and you are 40,
you don't know why people speak French. You don't know the history.
I beg. Is well.
Please let me do my spiel for those who actually care. Thank you guys for watching, for listening, to another episode. We care about you. So we want to know why you're not subscribed. Go and subscribe. Thank you, because our views are not up, more than our subscribers. Why? Get those likes up, get those views up, get those subscriptions up. We have targets. Please, guys. Every week we talk. It's because we want to, chill with you guys, but chill with us by showing us. It's free, guys. It's free. £3, free naira, free pesos. So please go follow us everywhere at Banter and Believe Pod, Spotify, Apple, YouTube, TikTok, Instagram, X, everything. Thank you very much. And we will see. Hey, Joe, please. But thank you very much. We appreciate you guys and your likes, your comments. So keep it going. Thank you. And we will see you on the next one. Bosak. That green in the... Okay. Bye-bye.